Garden update. I just transplanted this here, black diamond watermelon. There's two in here. I planted both in the same cup. I'm gonna wait and see which one does better and cut the other one off at the base. I don't think the 5-gallon pot is adequate for 2 plants, but who knows, I might change my mind later. These are my trellises that my husband made me. I'm so proud of him and I'm so thankful that he has the skill and the proper tools to help me build this garden and make it better. So pretty much this whole update is about my trellises that I just received today, because he just brought them home today. They all pretty much look the same. They're about 6.5 feet tall, about 5 feet of support because the first 1.5-ish is buried for stability. These are my pork chop tomatoes. I've never grown these, so I had to research, and they are indeterminate, which means they will keep growing until disease or frost kills it off. So far it looks really healthy, so I'm going to try and push it through each rung of the ladder as it grows. So I started it from the front, pushed it to the back. When it comes, I'm going to pull it out through the front and just kind of keep going. This is my sugar sweet pumpkin that I was very excited about because it came from a really old seed. It was 2013. I had to look it up. I had to go back and find my seed packet. Seeds for sale for 2013. We're now in 2020, so they're 7 years old. I didn't think they would germinate, but I think I planted 7 in the cup and one of them came up, so I was pretty excited about those. And one pumpkin plant in one 5-gallon container. Let's see how well that goes. This is my spaghetti squash. Again, I've never grown. Most of the things in my garden are new to me. I've never attempted to grow food, or at least not successfully. I tried a couple times here and there, but not with very much success. Other than cherry tomatoes, I haven't really been successful at growing anything I can eat, so I'm pretty excited about these. And this right next to it is my passion fruit vine. I had my mother-in-law plant my seeds for me. I gave her 5 seeds, 3 of them germinated. She had planted them in a recycled 2-liter soda bottle. I had a really hard time getting them out. I had to cut the bottle up to be able to remove the dirt or the soil with the seedlings. Unfortunately, when I did, the whole thing tipped over. One of the seedlings didn't make it. 2 of these, the one on the left side was exposed root. The one on the right had a little root ball with soil on it. So I'm hoping at least one of these is gonna make it. I'm expecting transplant shock because they're very tiny. They're very little. Maybe I was a little overexcited about planting them in my 5-gallon buckets because I got these trellises today. I was very excited to use my trellises. So I'm hoping these will survive. These are the ones that make me a little more nervous than the rest. This is my last of my trellises. He brought me 6 today. He's gonna bring me some more in the near future, hopefully. So I have 6 trellises total. And this is my jasmine, star jasmine, that grows kind of like a vine. It shows this bush in here, but it grows kind of like a bushy, vine-ish type thing. Because if you can see, these here are kind of like finding a place to go. So I'm gonna do the same as with a pumpkin, where or the tomatoes, well, all of my plants, I'm gonna try and just give them the support by threading it through the rungs, front and back and front and back, and see how far they get. I don't think this is actually gonna wrap around the trellis, but I think it'll at least give it some support. There's this little branch out here with also this little extra growth that looks like a vine. So I'm still kind of not sure what I'm gonna do with this one. So I might just have to tie it up to the trellis on one side, but so far it's still young enough where I could think about it for a while. So yep, these are my trellises that I'm so excited about. Oh, it's about 6 feet high. I asked him to make them 6.5 feet. I didn't actually measure it when he brought them home, but I'm guessing it's about 6.5 feet. And these are harder to get in because this jasmine was already established into this pot. So to try and bury the ends of the trellis down in the pot is harder. With a few of my other plants, it wasn't as hard. Wasn't as hard because I put the trellis in first before I filled it with dirt, so it was easier to get in and make sure they're very well I guess pressed down into the pot with all the dirt. I'm hoping this will survive at least a couple years. I know it's wood, I know it's going to deteriorate over time in the pot, but I'm hoping that they'll last me at least a few years. If I get a good 3 years out of it, I'll be happy. Ideally, you know, they'll last forever, but I'm realistic. It's wood. It's gonna rot in the pot. But for now, it's gonna get the job done. And yes, I know I already showed you that, but I'm very, very excited about my trellises.